Hey guys, what's up? Because someone prayed to the holy Tombili Pikachu gods, I guess I'll give you my impression of what I thought of these videos, whatever. I only skimmed it once, but it goes pretty much exactly with what I've been talking about. Exactly even this last video about the whole live by the sword, die by the sword. And I think we can look at these matches and, agree that it's probably the most competent matches that we've seen of the game. But, and I've always said I think the game is fine, but some of the shit is weird in the game. It doesn't make sense, right? So no matter how good these matches looked, whatever, you see that there's kind of this like live by the sword, die by the sword with some of the ideas that they did. And I think the wall stuff, this shit is going to be frustrating when you actually try to play the game, legitimately, right? Especially because, let's look at some of these examples, what I've talked about, right? So we threw out this arbitrary number that, let's say there's 7 hits to break the wall, whatever it might be, right? So I put down some timestamps. We don't want this to be too loud, do we? She's pressuring, she hits a few times, right? And then I'm like, remember, even though she hasn't hit the wall right now, the wall has already started to break. Exactly like I said, right? So boom, then they block, then they open it up, right? The wall is not back to 7 hits or whatever it was. It's not back to this guy, whatever his orange name guy's like, oh man, see this game has so many combos. Look what this orange dude did. And I'm like, dude, the game's not gonna work this way, dude. I'm telling you right now. And wow, man, Clayton was right again. The wall is still being broken even if you're not hitting it, right? So there, the wall's breaking. You didn't get your whole thing, dude, right? I feel like these situations are gonna be, no matter how competent the game looks, no matter how game the fun is in neutral, whatever, there are some fundamental conundrums of this game, right? And I feel like you're going to have, and I'm going to show more situations like this. This is going to be frustrating to the player if you're trying to play the game actually, quotation marks, quotation marks, optimally, right? Because you're going to be having to count the wall in your head. It's like, well, fuck, did that last hit count as part of it? Am I still pressuring the guy, etc.? Because even like I showed during the beta, and I made videos of it showing the game works like this, right? You could break the wall just with a running duck little kick that was not a combo, right? So what else did I have here? I have, what is this? Again, I only watched it once, so I just kind of put down shit. I don't know exactly when what happens, right? Oh, this is the Melia shit, right? Remember, people were going crazy. Oh man, Melia's a Guilty Gear character. Look at all these crazy combos, and I'm like, dude, no one ever said the game is not gonna have combos. Maybe you guys thought the game wasn't gonna have combos, but I'm like, the game is not going to work like that all the time when you actually play it because of the way the wall works. And again, it's showing this right here. So we have Amelia, boom, boom, she hits a couple times. Boom, boom, she hits a couple times, tap, tap. Boom, boom, now she goes for the mix up. Oh, the mix up hit, and people are going to be like, yeah, Amelia's going to do that crazy combo she did in the Amelia starter guide. Wait, what? Oh, it broke it. They wall splatted at 5 hits? Wait, what? Where's the Amelia starter guide combos, man? And it's like, well, dude, this is obvious. This is how the game works. Boom, boom. Now, do you think? Now, obvious, this is probably in a quotation marks normal game. Melia would be doing slash and then going for an air combo, or maybe the starter guide combos that people went crazy. But this isn't how the game works when you actually play it, right? No matter how much crazy shit you can do, there's gonna be annoying shit that you can tell when you actually want to play the game correctly, because you're going to be almost kind of guessing like, well, did the wall regenerate? Where am I in this time buffer? I mean, again, the wall could actually be an invisible time meter. How long have you been pressuring the opponent, and when you have hit, including hitting the opponent, right? So like boom, 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 boom. Finally, I get to open the opponent up with a more real combo. Oh shit! It's like, fuck, I thought I had another hit, but and you're like, well, the guy is too high on the ground. And again, you can see you can't burst when you're hitting the wall. And for the time being, although they have not showed it, I would assume they haven't taken it out of the game, but I don't know. But remember, in the past beta, I showed there's actually, if the guy is low enough to the ground, there's actually a sulking kind of animation you can get that is completely unburstable as well, that you can even get more mix ups off of. But it doesn't change the fact that the wall has not regenerated yet and it's about to break, right? I feel like these situations are going to be annoying for people, dude. You know what I mean? It's like no matter how cool the game is, these are going to be frustrating situations when you try to play the game. I don't know, where does it say this? I don't know. My handwriting is so bad. Let's see what's going on. I don't know if this is. Oh, this is the burst thing I think that happens, right? So boom, boom, yeah. So even she hit him twice, right? And then you're like, okay, well he bursted. Maybe now do I get a full 7-hit combo, whatever it is? Uh, nope. The wall's ready to break 5. It's like fuck. And I feel like there's gonna be situations where you're trying to guess, am I at the end or not? And then even in this, the last match right here. Sorry, dude. I'm sick all the time, dude. She throws him. Boom. She throws him. Pressuring. Throws him. Boom. Pressuring. Boom. Boom. Pressuring. Boom. Boom. She hits some. Boom. Boom. Couple hits. Oh, 5 hits. Do you see that? There was a very big kind of, delay before she was actually hitting him again, right? It was really just pressure and it was throws before this. Do you guys see what I'm saying? So, boom. She's going to throw him. Not actually hitting the wall, right? Oh, pressure. Boom. Throw. Pressure, 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 pressure. She finally opens him up. Boom. Is she going to get 7 hits? No, because she's been pressuring him. And that's why I feel like, there's going to be annoying circumstances in this game where you're kind of like, fuck, well, did my last hit count? Did this last pressure count? You know what I mean? It's like, and look at this. This is a conundrum. It's like, well, fuck. Is this going to hit? Like, I would have done a different combo. I would have done some bigger hits if I thought the wall was still going to break there. Again, live by the sword, die by the sword. The developers put in something in the game and they said they don't know why they put it in. And it really does kind of feel like it's just a cheap pop, and the mix-up that you get off it is really, it's not established even a year and a half, right? Like, yeah, you can get a mix-up off it, but is the risk-reward really that great right now? And you're going to have situations where you're in neutral, maybe even mid-screen. Oh, I hit this mid-hit screen earlier in the match. Well, fuck, technically I was pressuring the guy, but did I pressure the guy long enough? Can I go for this combo if they hit the corner? And you're gonna be like, shit. It's like, I just don't know. I'm just kind of guessing. And they're gonna be like, well, fuck, I hit the wall. What do I do? I guess I better just break it right now, right? Anyway, where's this? And then a couple other things. Oh man, I hope it's taping, dude. Yeah, it's taping. 10. What is this? Again, that shows instant blocking and fall right down. You know what I mean? So I know some people are going crazy. Clayton didn't notice that the DP, they fell straight down, and I'm like, isn't that kind of obvious that they just changed instant block? Like, I need some more footage than that, because again, even this shows it. Instant block is just bringing the guy down to the ground. You know what I mean? I think this is kind of obvious right now, but I guess if Clayton doesn't point out obvious things, it's he didn't notice it. Like, come on, guys. You guys are like light years behind the fucking shit that I casually just see. This was another good example too. Was this just at 12? Or just a kind of thing, right? Dude, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sick all the time, man. Dude, fuck, it sucks. I gotta go back to the doctor tomorrow to do more shit. Okay, so Leo's gonna start pressuring. So remember, and this is another thing too. This is the game where, again, it just is what it is, right? You know what I mean? It's just developer bullshit. This is not the most dangerous game ever to jump in, but they tried to sell you on it. People are like, well, just because they said it, doesn't that mean they can change their opinions? Yeah, they could have changed their opinions, but they haven't. So whatever the case, like watch right here, right? So Faust is going to be in here. This is the most dangerous game ever to jump in. He chicken guards. I don't know, dude. That didn't look very risky to chicken guard. It does a little bit more guard meter, and he doesn't have to have D. Not the most dangerous game to chicken guard ever. And he's going to try to jump out again. Not the most, look at his guard meter, not the most dangerous game ever to chicken guard. Although this does show, potentially, right? If you recall, and I'm sure there's going to be some hater that, tries to throw some spin story about something I didn't say. Just so many months ago, a year into this game, there was footage of you could just jump back, again, because you can just chicken guard everything in this game. It was a year before they even added some recovery from air blocking a move, right? A year, okay? A year, right? And even in this footage just a few months ago, You could literally just jump up and block Leo's guard break move in the air, and you fell down on the ground and you're at the advantage. Thankfully, a year and a half later, now he actually kind of gets thrown back up in the air. So I would like to see if he instant blocks it. If you instant block a guard crush when you're chicken guarding, since a lot of it looks like instant blocking right now just pushes your guy far closer to the ground, do you recover in time to punish him then? We still need that to be established because we don't know from this footage, but at least just from a normal block, finally a year and a half later, the developers kind of did something about this, right? And he falls back in there, and he blocks more. He's still not FDing. Then look at all he just blocked. He's at half guard meter. Man, Jesus Christ, most dangerous game to ever block in the air. He blocked all that without FD. Didn't seem like the most dangerous game ever to block in still, dude. You know, you fucking lost me. It is what it is. They should really have you have to block FD for DPs and shit like that in ground normals, but it is what it is. But that did show at least that the developers, at least it would seem, hopefully for the time being, have been like, oh fuck, we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. It took us a year before we added some recovery to air normals, despite saying this whole thing, and now a year and a half. Fuck, we probably should look at the guard break. That is we're kind of stupid right there, but we'll see what happens when you instant block it. But anyway, a lot of this footage, you know, it kind of just shows what I'm saying. And again, I said it never matters if the game didn't have combos or not, you know. Of course the game is going to have combos. Of course the game looks, you know, just from like the neutral stuff, a game being more simple is not bad. The game looks fine from a lot of angles, but it has some very sketchy foundation, right? You know, people try to spin that as Clayton hates Guilty Gear. What the fuck are you talking about? You know, what are you talking? Like, dude, I just want the best for video games. And the wall right now, as you can even see, like, there's going to be some frustrating situations. No matter how good you think these matches were, and we probably could say, I'm sure there's an argument these are the best matches we've seen of the game. No matter how good the matches are, excuse me, you can still see this wall is kind of, for something that is one of the main focuses of the game, it's kind of a clusterfuck, dude. And there's going to be situations where you hit straight hits, and then you're like, oh, fuck, is he going to get to the corner then? And did this last hit? It's like, I did kind of pressure him a little bit before that. Where am I on this invisible time regeneration? Like, where am I in the tech buffer, the time buffer right now? You know, is the wall regenerated more? It's like, I need the guess. It's like, I want to believe there's a better mix-up, and of course you can mix up, but you're kind of just guessing. And then there's going to be situations like, well, fuck, I hit the wall. May as well just break it. You know, so I also thought I didn't even write it down, but I would like to see, I thought it was kind of like goofy how when the guy bursted in the air after a dust, they kind of still were in recovery, but that's again showing Guilty Gear store stun even in a game like this, but I thought that was pretty obvious. But I guess if I don't point out all the obvious stuff, I didn't notice it, but oh boy. Anyway. Remember, like the videos. If you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And before someone tries to say that Clayton was wrong again. Oh, boy. Sure. The end.